Hey, welcome to the Drep and Stone Podcast, a podcast where two friends raise a glass and have a conversation. I'm Nick.
I'm Kyle.
Kyle, before we get started this week, we want to say hello, new friends.
Indeed.
Yeah, we've got a lot of new listeners, and while we love everyone who's been around for a while and has followed us on this journey, we just want to say a special thank you to all of our new friends.
Welcome to the newbies. Welcome back to the oldies.
Oh, so good. Yeah. And I want to personally invite everyone to grab a pour and drink along with us.
Yeah, whatever that may be.
It could be a scotch.
Could be a gin.
Could be a bourbon.
Could be a beer.
Could be an espresso.
Could also be a glass of water.
Absolutely. Like a good, fresh glass of water hits the spot every time.
You know it.
Grab something delicious to drink along with us, and here we go.
Here we go.
Kyle.
Hey, man.
How are you this week?
So far, so good.
Yeah? It's been a good week?
Yeah, chugging along.
Oh, ain't nothing better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. I know that there is something better.
What's that?
Drinking something and having a conversation.
Yeah, no, that's what we do.
It is what we do.
Yeah, and we do it well.
I agree completely. No truer words have been spoken.
Right.
We do the thing, and we do the thing well.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What do you want to drink this week?
I've got a bottle that was gifted to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing better than a gifted bottle. We're just like hitting all the high points this week.
I know, right? just highlighted everything. My love of the Aberlour Abenad.
Yeah.
Well documented.
Absolutely.
You actually came across a bottle of the Aberlour Abenad Alba.
Yeah, I know.
Which is, I guess, essentially the same concept. It's just that now that it's aged in bourbon barrels, ex-bourbon casks.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we're gonna give that a shot. Even though we've both had it and had a fair amount of it.
Yeah, we got to feature this bottle for this bottle's going.
Yeah, that's what when we were discussing what are we going to do on this episode, I was like, I think we need to do that because it's going to accidentally one night just disappear and be gone.
I'm looking through this bottle, man. There's some chunky bits in that bottle.
Hell yeah, there is.
Like, wow.
Gotta love the sediment build up in there.
There's a lot in there. Like, I can see it from a good, maybe 3 feet away from you.
It is non-chill filtered.
Very clearly.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is Abenad Alba, Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey. Mm-hmm. Original cask strength.
Ooh, what's that ABV?
117.4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
Actually, like, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you said the difference between the Abenad and the Abenad Alba is the ex-bourbon casks?
Yeah, I think the Abenad is very well known as being a bit of a sherry bomb.
Yeah.
So it's aged in the sherry barrels. This is ex-bourbon casks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm for it.
Matured in bourbon oak barrels.
Nice. But we don't know.
Distilled and bottled in Scotland.
That's good news. That's good news. Can we open the bottle?
You want to put some in the glass?
I mean, yeah.
All right.
That's a little poor,
anticlimactic.
Yeah, a little poor cork pop. Do it again. Oh well, okay.
A little more.
It is what it is. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you, sir.
But of course.
Butter course?
Butter course.
That's my favorite course in a meal.
Yeah, the butter
course. Yeah. Ain't nothing better than a butter course.
I definitely feel like we did a thing on a boat somewhere.
Yeah, we did have a butter course.
We were provided a lot of butter.
We were like
several different types of butter.
There's like 3 or 4 different kinds of butter and like this beautiful bread.
Yeah.
And, hey, try that butter. But it's just butter. No.
It's just butter.
No, it ain't just butter.
No. Go and hit that butter. All right. Oh, my God.
I'm going to say light straw water.
Super light.
Yeah. There's like a bit of a golden hue, though, like weirdly on the edges of the glass. I don't know if that's just, light and how refraction works. I don't understand science.
Well, I got so many chunky bits. I don't know if that's from the dirty glass or from the whiskey.
No, it's my glass is pretty clean, and there's still chunky bits.
You got some floaters?
Oh, yeah, man. Look at that thing.
Yeah, like,
wow.
If you've ever had the Abenad, you know that that's a very dark, deeply dark whiskey. And so for this to be the same thing, just we're changing the casks here.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising that it is so light.
Well, it is and it isn't, because I know that the Abenad is such a sherry bomb, and I know that they're putting it in sherry casks.
Right.
It makes sense that you're picking up some of that sherry wine in the actual Scotch itself. And here, bourbon, at least in my experience, putting anything in the bourbon barrels doesn't always equate to a lot of color.
Sure.
Especially like, I didn't hear an age statement.
No.
Yeah. So I'm not sure how old this is.
Right.
But, when we've had things that are upwards of 10, 12 years old in bourbon barrels, that's where the color really comes through.
Yeah, totally.
But here, not so much.
Agreed.
On the nose?
To the nose.
Ooh. Do you remember what the regular Abenad ABV was? It was definitely north of 100, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was also cask strength.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. Whew. That's the first thing I'm hit with, man. Just this nice little like kink of proof.
The ethanol?
Yeah, but not like I'm not punched in the face by it. It's just like here's some proof.
I feel like it changes for me every time I come to this particular scotch.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's definitely scotch forward with hints of bourbon. Sometimes it's more bourbon forward with scotchy notes.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Right now in this moment, I'm actually leaning more towards the bourbon aspect of it.
Yeah, me too. I get a lot of bourbon. Oak barrel, I get a lot of like vanilla caramel.
Yeah, like I think I would be hard pressed to say if I was just blindly giving this and said, what is it?
Yeah.
I think I would say it's actually like perhaps bourbon aged in scotch barrels or something.
Yeah, I would say it smells on the nose. It really smells more bourbon forward.
Yeah.
So I'm almost just like, this is a really young bourbon.
Right.
Which I find really interesting.
Yeah, light whiskey-ish.
Yeah.
Okay. To the palate.
The ballet?
The palate.
Oh,
the palate.
Oh, the palate. Yeah. But that's where it changes completely.
Yeah. All scotch right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100% scotch.
With just a little bourbon slap on the back end. You know?
On the way out the door?
Yeah. Just
yeah, exactly.
right there.
I mean, you get all this like really, really powerful malt notes.
Yeah.
Like it is malt. It is like cereal malt forward.
Yeah. Scotchy scotch.
It's very cereal-y to me. Like the palate is cereal, and then like you slap bourbon at the end.
Yeah. Some whole grain Cheerio with this little...
Yeah, like not quite...
Not honey nut.
No. And not like oat either. It's not oaty.
Right.
It's somewhere... It's definitely not corn, but it's somewhere in that, cereal malty note.
Oatmeal-y.
Yeah, but not that far.
Or granola-y.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like toasted oats. Yeah. Or almost like you ever had grape nuts?
I honestly
or like
I don't
a cereal
think
like
I ever
that?
have.
Like a
It's been in my house.
It was
I
here.
don't think I've ever like my sister-in-law had it when she was staying with us for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever had it.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. It's like this is probably a health drink is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, why wouldn't it be?
It feels like a healthier cereal.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a great way.
Yeah.
Put a little honey drizzle on that.
Yeah. Can't beat it.
Yeah, you can. It's called Captain Crunch.
Get those crunch berries in there, man. Oh,
all berries. Oops, all berries. Did y'all really mean to mess that up?
Hey, that was on purpose.
Yeah, okay.
Trying to make those fat kids.
America.
Give them what they want.
That's quite delightful.
Yeah, very, very mature, very elegant, very. It's complex.
Yeah,
it's got some turns,
it
some
really
twists.
Does.
The bitter that comes through in the back portion of it's delightful.
Yeah, I really like the bourbon characteristic on the back end.
Yeah,
I mean, you get scotch, bourbon.
Yep.
And it's not so much. It's like
just a little wet towel whip.
That's gonna be dangerous, man. I've seen some things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. It's complementary. It doesn't like eclipse the scotch nature. It just like eases you into something else.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got a great relationship happening there.
100%.
Nobody's overpowering the other one. They're just very much living their best life.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is interesting because, like, I think a lot of times that we've had other things where they're trying to blend those two things. It can go awry.
Correct.
Not rye.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Awry.
Yeah.
And but no, this is doing it at a very high level.
So now that you spent some time with this bottle, obviously we just talked about it. Would you get it again?
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
I'm a Aberlour fan.
Sure.
Especially the Abenad series. Would absolutely do this one again.
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, at some point in time, I'll have one of both.
Yeah.
That I can like see how they relate to each other.
Right.
Meant to get one this past holiday season, and too many other bottles just got in the way.
I don't know about got in the way.
Just made their presence be known and needed to also be experienced.
Yeah. Obviously, these are. So for me, I agree completely. Like everything I've had from Aberlour.
You got me this bottle in case we weren't clear.
I think we made that.
I feel like I beat around the bush. Like it was a gifted bottle.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever said yeah.
No, it was for me.
You absolutely gave me this bottle.
Everything I've had by Aberlour, I've liked. To be fair, it's 3 things. Like I've had whatever, I can't remember their standard Aberlour is, but I think, I think it's the 10 or 12, something like that.
Sure.
And it was good. But then the Aberlour and the Aberlour Alba, those just kick it up another level.
Yeah.
I like the Alba. I think I prefer the regular Aberlour.
I think I probably do too, but I think this has its like, this works better in the summertime.
Agreed. Yeah.
Or spring.
Yeah.
Just the Aberlour is certainly such a, for me, it just screams holiday season.
Agreed. And I think that sherry note and how like pronounced that was.
Yeah.
Man,
that
is
deep dark red color that it had.
So good. And man, I like that bottle, and I'm sad that it went so quickly.
Yeah. It was a quick one.
It was a very quick bottle. Yeah. I think I might have had, we did in the episode. Yeah. And I think I might have had like 1 or 2 pours outside of that, and then like came back the next time, and I was like, hey, where's the?
My bad.
Okay, no, you're good.
I mean, I've been strangling myself keeping this one because I was like, we got to do it. We got to do it.
No, now the reins are released, and you can just do what you need to do, buddy.
I'm off tomorrow. So. Bye, Alba. All right, so we've got a really great pour here.
Agreed.
What you been thinking about recently,
man? So I've been struggling a little bit lately.
Okay,
and I've been thinking a lot about stuff.
What kind of stuff?
All stuff. Like not like, in this kind of amorphous way. I mean like physical stuff. The amount of stuff. The accumulation of stuff. Doodads and knickknacks and whatchamacallits and, did I say knickknacks?
Knickknacks.
Knickknacks.
We're about to that natty season.
Sure. Knickknacks and whatchamacallits and all that kind of stuff. Clutter. Yeah. Clutter, man.
Yeah.
And not like, so this actually started around Christmas, and it's been building, man.
Right.
It's like it's underneath the surface,
boiling.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Like kind of like I walked into the whiskey cave and I'm kind of looking around, and as you know, off camera or obviously you can't see it on a recording, but I have a desk, right?
Indeed.
And every once in a while, this desk is just completely cleaned off.
Yep.
For the most part.
Yep.
Somewhere back around December, I walked in the whiskey cave. I'm like, what the hell is all this stuff?
Right.
Where'd all this crap come from?
Yeah.
I walked into the kitchen, crap everywhere.
Right.
I walked into the dining room, crap everywhere. I'm like, what is all this stuff?
Right.
Where's it all come from? And it just got me like, and since then, it's just kind of been building. Like I threw a bunch of stuff away.
Right.
And then I walked back in the whiskey cave, and there's more stuff. I don't know where this stuff's coming from.
Yeah, it just like seems to multiply.
It does. It's like gremlins or something, man. Like
rabbits,
sure,
bunnies, peeps,
hamsters.
Yeah.
Just... I've been struggling lately with the accumulation of stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely a minimalist at heart.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like the whiskey collection would say otherwise, but and just in general terms of other things, I have no problem with throwing away just about anything. Yeah. I don't have much of an attachment to things. I love to get rid of stuff. I love to throw things away. It feels very
cathartic,
cleansing, cathartic perhaps. But there is always that twinge of like, but what if?
Right.
What if you need that thing? Or what if that's actually important and you don't realize it?
Right.
Or,
man, I wish I had X.
Yeah. In a week from now, I'm going to need that thing, and I got rid of it.
Yeah. And I don't know, for me, like I'm 100% there. Like I used to save almost everything, like not to hoarder status by any means.
Sure.
Because I recognize like that's a real condition, and that's something that people struggle with. I'm not there, but I wasn't there, but I used to like just accumulate stuff and like, okay, I might need this one day. I mean, stupid things like, here's a bunch of old crayons. I might need these one day.
Right.
For what?
Crayons?
Crayons. I mean, I'm talking like younger.
Okay.
Like what do I need these things for?
Right.
Younger. I mean,
you
like
never know.
3 or 4 years.
That mac and cheese orange crayon.
Right.
You never know when I'm going to need that.
Or like, just things of like newspaper clippings and like things that clearly have no value.
From a different generation.
What?
Newspaper clippings.
Oh, yeah. There are these things called newspapers.
Wow.
I know you remember them, I think.
I do. I was in the newspaper a time or two.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
You fancy.
I know.
Yeah. But like, so now I'm not a minimalist at heart, but I want to be because I'm seeing just like this accumulation of stuff. I'm like, we have such an obsession with meaningless crap.
You're my obsession.
Thank you.
That's a song.
Oh,
No,
okay.
from me, I'm just not. No, okay. I wasn't saying that to you.
You threw me off.
No, sorry.
I give me a second. I can reciprocate. But
No,
just,
that
it
just
takes me a
immediately
minute.
popped in my mind, and that's where I went.
Okay, like here, for example, I'm looking at your shelf.
Yeah.
You've got this nice bookshelf over here.
Yeah.
You've got some albums. You've got some books, but you also have a Smithsonian magazine.
Yeah.
I know those magazines are probably from within the last month or two.
Yep. You know how many I've read, or even thumbed through?
3.
None.
You just put them on the shelf and
They come in the mail.
Yeah.
I put them there. I
Right.
throw away the old ones.
That's
I
my point.
literally haven't looked at any of them.
Yeah. So,
And I dare say nobody in this household has.
do you have a magazine called Potato Recipes?
Well, it's Better Homes and Gardens.
Okay.
It's their potato episode. Their potato issue.
So I get magazines, and here is what I used to do. I would get a magazine, and like I might like quickly thumb through it on the way from the mailbox to the house.
Yeah.
And then I'd like put it in a pile. So last summer, I had a stack of magazines, probably 5 inches high, that I like brought with me to our European vacation, and I chucked in New York. I literally, Orlando to New York. I was like, I'm totally going to read all these on vacation. Nah. I chucked them all in New York
As soon as
City.
you got to New York,
You
you're
literally,
like,
we
I'm
landed
not
in
doing
JFK.
anything with this shit.
They're in my backpack. I'm like, mm-mm.
Just
And I
weighing me
chucked,
down.
like, I don't know how much money I just threw away in magazines, but I just chucked them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fantastic. It's
you.
fantastic that you realize that at the beginning
Yeah.
of the trip.
Yeah. Now, like, I'm patting myself on the back for that.
Yeah.
But I also took 4 books in my check luggage that I didn't read at all. So there's the other side of that too.
Yeah,
I
totally.
should have chucked those as well. Would have made more room for whiskey.
So, I mean, I definitely totally agree. Like, there's too much stuff. It's everywhere. What do we do with it?
I think like there's 2 sides of me.
Yeah.
The first side is like we need to a call to arms, and everyone needs to throw away all their stuff and stop buying new stuff.
Right.
But I know that's not the American way.
Start a bonfire in your front yard and let's just absolutely get rid of this stuff. Fahrenheit 451 style. Let's go.
No.
No?
But I am saying, like, I think that I personally want to be more aware of and cognizant of like bringing new stuff into the house.
Sure.
And my wife would be unbelievably grateful for this.
Yeah. But
And
that
like
footprint.
Huh?
That carbon footprint.
Yeah,
kind of a
well,
thing.
not even like necessarily on a scale like that. Just like I want fewer things to worry about.
Right.
And so like I want to find things that are better, and do I need 15, 20 of these things that like I'm never going to use, or do I have this one glass that I really like, and like that's the one I'm going to use? You know what I mean? Or is there a reason that I have 5 different of this when I only use one of them?
Right.
So it's like going through the stuff and throwing the stuff away and not bringing more crap into the house.
Yeah, I think where we get into trouble with all of it is that everything is attached to a memory.
Sure.
And there's some sort of a guilty awareness of like, if I throw that away, am I throwing away that memory?
Absolutely.
Will I never think about this event ever again?
Absolutely.
And that's absolutely like where it all kind of boils down to.
I mean, case in point, you and I just did the beer, bourbon, and barbecue event in Tampa.
Right.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, hell of a lot of fun.
In the moment, we literally turned to each other. Like we walked up to the Red Stripe tent. There's a Red Stripe beer tent.
Yeah.
And they had these like, what at the time
Where
I was
you
like,
couldn't even get Red Stripe.
correct. That's a whole nother
It was
issue, I
like
think.
some bunch of off-brand, or not. It was still Red Stripe, but it was like their
like cocktail
fruit
kind
punch
of,
and weird stuff.
And so they were giving out these what amount to like green bean cans that said Red Stripe on the side.
Yeah.
And we
Jolly
both,
Green Giant can.
yeah, literally, like we both went over and we picked them up and we're like, hell yeah.
Give me that. Yeah.
And like you carried yours around for a good half hour before I put it in the backpack.
Yeah.
And about that time I went,
Why did we grab that?
why? Like I'm never gonna use this thing.
Yeah.
Why do I have this?
Yeah.
Why did I grab this? I'm never gonna use this.
Agreed.
So you know where it is right now?
Where?
It's on the desk. I just set it on the desk, and I know why all the desk accumulates crap.
Mine's still in my car, right where you placed it. When you pulled it out of your backpack and just set it there.
Set it there. That's exactly.
Still in
And
that
they will probably
exact
be
same
there for
spot.
about a couple weeks, and you're gonna throw it away.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I think it's that awareness of I don't need this stuff. I don't need more things. In fact, I need less things, and it's a combination of throwing the things away that I don't need and not picking up the red stripe green bean can.
Yeah, for sure. But like, and if you notice too at that event, everybody, I even had a guy come up to me, "Where'd you get that?"
Oh yeah.
I need to go get one. Like right over there.
Yeah. They're out.
But why? But
Yeah.
why?
Why do you want that?
You know why? Yeah.
Like, are
why do
you
want this
ever
green
gonna?
bean?
Are you
You
ever
drink
gonna,
Red Stripe? Are
Yeah.
you a big Red Stripe? I mean, I'm not, and I mean, I get it. I went over and grabbed one, but I think there's like a bit of that like caveman tendency of like gathering,
Absolutely.
and like, oh, I need to accumulate stuff, but
It's the he who dies with the most toys wins,
right.
and it's like, I don't need more toys. I
Yeah.
don't need more crap.
I'm gonna go and grab those Lego wheels because those are highly sought after.
Sure.
Even though I don't have an idea of what I'm gonna do with it right now.
Right.
So like, I mean, it presents itself at such an early age, and it stays with us.
It is
It's instinctual,
right because you're like, oh, I'm going to need this for later,
just in case.
Yeah, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it does stem from childhood of like, I can't go out and buy stuff myself, and I can't. So I've got to like keep the things that I have, and then, maybe I can use those things in the future.
Yep.
It's just been on my mind lately, and it's like I want to purge all that stuff, and again, be cognizant of not bringing new things in.
The cognizant aspect is the key.
Absolutely.
Just being aware of it, but it's so hard. It's just so hard to be cognizant in the moment.
Sure. Yeah.
Because the tendency is always going to be, give me that red stripe can.
Right.
I need that.
Exactly.
I need that endorphin rush of, oh, I got one.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
and also, like, I used to have this kind of thing of maybe this will be of value someday, of value to me, of value to somebody else, and like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, I see that stuff, and like, I'm always so attracted to it because it's like maybe there is a spot in the library where that would be the perfect little thing. I don't drink Red Stripe.
No.
Unless I'm in Jamaica.
And I'm not in Jamaica very often.
That's the only time you drink Red Stripe.
Yeah.
But I do have a can and a keychain.
Yeah, you do.
Yep.
You got any final thoughts?
Ideally,
Yeah.
my thought process leads me to the minimalist approach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I always see those kind of posts about like this minimalist apartment where it's like a singular chair, a TV, a bowl and a fork and a spoon, like those kinds of things. And I always kind of, I'm like, yeah, I would really like that.
Right.
There's no way to ever achieve that unless you're a bachelor,
Right.
or you're on your own doing that kind of a thing, and that's that important to you. But like, even like the container houses, the shipping container houses of just like shrinking everything down as much as possible is like so appealing to me. I wish that were achievable, but I mean, it's like just diametrically opposed to like capitalism, like just our current existence.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to get there.
I agree. I think it's tough, but I think like it starts with just that awareness that we talked about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, great thought.
Thanks, man.
Enjoyed
Appreciate that. Yeah. Well, we'd like to know, what do you think about the Alba?
Absolutely. You had a chance to get that, and if not, you should.
I don't think we sing the praises of Speyside scotches enough, just because like we kind of live in the Isla region.
We love that smoky stuff.
We do, and I think that that's what happens when you get something that's interesting, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
that's what the possibilities are.
And I think Speyside, Highland, I think all of those things live for the spring.
Agreed.
That's where they exist.
Reason. Yeah.
Just the fruity floral things happening.
Yeah.
They're perfect for this time of year.
And we also want to know, what is your relationship to stuff?
Yeah. Do you have too much of it? Would you like to get rid of some of it?
And how are you going to go about doing that?
Yeah. Are you trying to move in that direction?
And what are you going to do to stop the accumulation of more stuff once you get rid of that old stuff?
Spring cleaning.
Sure.
It's that time of year.
Exactly.
You're trying to declutter.
Yeah.
We're right there.
Bonfire might not be a bad idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do what you need to do. Well, you can get in touch with us through email. It's drepandstone@gmail.com. You can also get in touch with us through social media.
On those social medias, we're always one word, Drep and Stone, DREP and Stone. Find us, like us, comment on a thing, share a thing, like a thing.
Yeah. A lot of good things going on there.
You'll find a lot of great things.
For sure. We'd also love if you support the podcast. You can do so through our Patreon page. It's patreon.com/drepandstone. Just helps us out, keeps everything running smoothly, keeps us subscribed to the right thing so we can keep the podcast free for you guys.
Helps us keep moving forward.
Exactly. You can also support the podcast by rating Drep and Stone wherever it is you find great podcasts like this one.
Just like this one.
And finally, probably the easiest but most effective way is to tell someone about Drep and Stone.
Let a neighbor know.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Hey, You out mowing the lawn. See the guy
That's
across
exactly
the street.
where I went.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing right now?
Mowing the lawn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What are you listening to?
Dripping Stone. You ever heard of them?
What?
Yeah.
I'm currently listening to their Girl Scout cookie episode.
No, you're not.
I promise you.
Well, listen.
What?
I've got some whiskey.
You do?
Do you have any Girl Scout cookies left?
I've got some Thin Mints.
You want to come over and see what works?
Hell yeah.
Pair it up, man.
Let's do it.
Did we just become best friends?
I think so.
Yeah, it's time to cross the streams.
Ghostbusters tells me otherwise.
High five?
Double high five.
Ooh. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. It's going to take me 20 more minutes to finish this and come on over, okay?
Gotcha.
All right. I'll see you in a minute.
All right. See you, man.
All right. Bye. It's that easy.
We did it.
Yeah. That's how easy it is to tell someone about Dripping Stone.
Best friends
even,
for life.
Even if that person already knows about it. Like you're starting a conversation and now you have a best friend.
Yeah. You didn't even realize it.
Yeah. And that's just your neighbor that you live next door to 5 years. You know what I mean?
Right across the street.
Exactly.
Perfect.
On that note, may your glass overflow.
And your ass never show. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. You ready?
Ready.
I turned your mic down just a little bit. You were a little hot.
A little hot on the mic.
Yeah. I read Bradbury occasionally.
What?
I know. Got the bubble guts.
Bummer.
Yeah. Well, now that everyone's already like, nope, we're checked out.
Okay. Next episode.
Right. So we invite you not to drink that good old Florida lake water
Don't
and
do it.
find a
Don't do
great
it.
pour of your own and drink along with us this week.
Yeah, we can't do it that way.